You've got to level up. You have to take on this boss. You have to travel the world and conquer this and save the damsel in distress from the dragon, or ride the dragon. That's cooler. You don't want to kill it. Dragons are pretty cool. What's going on, guys? I want to shoot a video today about exactly what it is that you should be doing in life, because I know what you should be doing. So I'm out here right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, working on a computer. You always want to have multiple streams of income coming in, so computers is something I do on the side. Chilling with my pup. She's hanging out with me today. I don't know if you can see her. I don't even know if I pointed the camera at her. But if I did, that's my pup. So I'm going to place you right over there. I wanted to shoot this video basically about what it is that you should be doing in life, because every so often I'll get an email from somebody who's watched my other video about how to find your passion, right? And that whole video, if you want to check it out, is still up on the channel. And that one basically says if money didn't exist, if there was no fear of failure, like whatever you did, basically you'd succeed at, and no one would judge you, what would you be doing? And that's almost like a kind of like a logical standpoint looking at it. And I got an email or two basically saying that, you know, they still didn't know what they wanted to do. I don't have the email in front of me again, so I don't know the name of the person. Got to get better at that. So anyways, instead of looking at it from a logical standpoint, let's look at it from a feeling standpoint. And what I mean by that is that if you were to take a look around your life and think about how things make you feel in your life, like feel, all right? And you look at what you're doing for work and how does that make you feel? You look at the people that you're hanging out with, the friends of yours that you have, the car you drive, all these things in your life. Sit down and just think about how does it make you feel? Because if you're in touch with yourself emotions-wise, you should be able to figure out, this makes me feel good. This makes me feel bad. If you want to water it down to its most base portions, good or bad, right? Then you could say, what makes me feel exuberant? What makes me feel expressive? Where do I feel like I am actually doing my best work? Where do I feel most alive? All right. What you want to do is look around your life and look at different circumstances. So if logically you can't break it down and figure out what it is that you want to be doing by what I had said in that other video, break it down by a feelings basis. And what I mean, again, is literally think of something that you like to do that makes you feel amazing. And regardless of what it is, whether it's racing trucks or it's watching a play or thinking about going and being on a boat or anything, whatever it is, think about all that. And I mean, these are terrible fucking examples, but sit there and just go over your life and think about what it is that makes you feel the best. Even if you think it's stupid. Like literally, let's say that you really... Okay, I'm going to shut off my phone now. Let's say that you really love playing video games. Let's just say. And you sit there and people tell you that maybe you're a loser for it, or you're put down by your parents, or, you know, people tell you you're wasting your life, this, that, and the other. Here's the thing. If you are happy doing whatever you're doing in life, regardless if it's something that others view as wasteful, you have to understand that the only time that you are judged negatively by other people is because of the fact of their past experiences. It is not in direct correlation to whatever it is that you are actually doing. So let's say that somebody judges you for playing video games, or for example, you know what I do, motorcycle stunt riding and stuff. if someone judges me negatively due to motorcycle stunt riding and says it's a waste of time, it's expensive, it's stupid, there's a high risk of getting hurt, there's all these kinds of things, that's because of their perception based upon their experiences that they've had in life, things that they've seen, things they have been through, and perceptions and ideals that were put possibly onto them from other people, and they just carried it on. It's not necessarily a reflection of me, it's a reflection of them and how they look at it, because of the fact that we all don't agree on things. People could look at me and think what I do is awesome on my other channel. People could look at it and think what I do is stupid. That's not a reflection on me. I'm the same person regardless of the person, the observer who's looking into my life. So here's the thing. If you really like playing video games, it doesn't matter, and metaphorically apply this to what you want, it doesn't matter what anybody else says because of the fact that that is their experience. That is saying more about them than it says about you. You remain constant because your boys might think you're awesome for playing video games. So here's the thing. If you really like video games, don't ever feel bad about it. All right, we all have different callings in life. We all have different positions to play in life. And when it comes to these positions, people seem to forget that we can't all play the same position. All right, so when people look out at this camera is so low right now, it really is. I don't know if I can boost it up, but when people look out at success, quote unquote success, a lot of times you see that success seems to be broken down in our society as the accumulation of more and more and more shit. So accumulation of money, accumulation of cars, houses, vacation spots, fun times, resorts, going to resorts and such. The success standpoint in our society is very much based upon accumulation. And the problem with accumulation is that the more and more and more shit you have, the more and more, basically the more shit you have. I mean, it's actually a problem because there's so much to maintain. That's why so many people have made it big in life, and then they lose everything because they hit the jackpot on something. They go and buy $1 million house and all these cars and stuff. Well, you got to pay tax on all that. You have to pay, people, property managers to manage your properties because it's way too big for you. So the accumulation of wealth seems to be the standpoint and focal point of most people's ideas of success in our society. So here's the thing. It's your version of success that matters. When it comes to video games, if you really like playing video games, your definition of success may be literally starting up a Twitch account on Twitch, streaming your video games, commentating on it, basically having a video camera watching you while you play the game and showing the game, putting a little picture of you. You may be funny. You may be funny as fuck. And that may be your calling. Because the position in life for somebody who's going to be happy with the constant accumulation of goods, or being a business owner or an entrepreneur who literally is in control of 200 plus employees or 2,000 plus employees, just building a complete empire, that may not be for you. People forget that we all have positions in life, and it's similar to a soccer game that I use as an analogy, because in a soccer game, there's a goalie, there's 2 defensemen, and then there's 3 strikers, right? And that's on both sides. You play on 2 teams of 6 people at the same time. Or at least, when I was younger, this is how we broke down the game. So the point is that the goalie is in the goalie position. If the goalie runs up, all right, metaphorically, okay? If the goalie runs up past the defensemen, past the strikers, and goes running down the field to a position that is completely alien to him, and he doesn't feel comfortable in because of the fact that that's not where he belongs. Again, this is assuming that the person wants to be a goalie, but somebody is pressuring him to be something that he is not. That goalie will go running down the field, try to go score a goal, probably fuck it up, and then the strikers are going to come in and have a really easy time getting into that goal because he's not playing his position in life based upon other people's ideals and perceptions of what it is that he should be doing, which again is based upon their experiences. I hope that all makes sense. So basically, what I want to say to anybody out there who's trying to seek what it is that they want to be doing, it doesn't matter if you get excited about dance, or it doesn't matter if you get excited about playing pool. Whatever it is that inside yourself, you feel that calling, you dream about it at night, you watch on YouTube, whatever it is that attracts you specifically is what is right for you. You just have to figure out a way to design your life around it. And something that I want to really bring to the table today and speak with you about, I know this video is a little bit long, but I think the content is good, is that the reason that it took me personally so long to act upon what it is that I've always really wanted to do, which is be in the motorcycle stunt scene and to really build it up, network, produce videos and put myself out there, is because I always looked at where I was, which we'll call 5% of what I wanted to be. I looked at where I was, and I was like, I would look at the 100% mark and see where I wanted to be, and all I could see was this final goal of saying, I am so far away from this goal. How the fuck would I even try this? I mean, like, I want to get from here to here. I don't know these people. I don't know how to get myself into the arenas. I don't know who to talk to. I don't all of this. And it stopped me from pursuing it for basically 14 years of my life, because I've wanted to do it basically since I was 14 years old. I'm 28 now, and I'm actually pursuing it now. And it led me to be this goalie, to go running down the field and try to get all this other all these other stations in life that I may have been good at, because for some reason I actually am pretty good at a lot of things in my life, but which could actually be a curse, by the way. But I was a goalie playing positions that was not my goal, all right, was not where I'm supposed to be. And it led to a lot of dissatisfaction with my life. But what changed is I actually took the advice that I've been giving so many other people, and if I look back in my life, I see that there are so many times where I literally had these huge hints to what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, and these like big wake-up calls to show me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And again, this camera is so low right now. When I finally just said, you know what, I'm going to pursue this, all I said is I'm going to work on this a little bit every day. That's it. I'm just going to work on this a little bit every day. I'm going to plant the seeds. That was basically my last video. I'm going to plant the seeds. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm just going to start editing the content that I already have. I'm going to make a few calls here and there. I'm going to try to network. I'm going to try to put myself out there. Make an Instagram, which I did. Make a Facebook page, which I did. And start focusing on my other YouTube channel, which you can find. I'll put a link in the description for the other YouTube channel. But basically, taking those small steps, I am so elated in my life compared to how I was several weeks ago, just because I'm going towards what gets me excited, what I want to be doing, regardless of other people's perceptions on it. And what I'm starting to do is actually play my part on my field and get myself to where I actually want to be. And I think that this applies for everybody. If you're really going for what you want to be, I mean, I've met yoga instructors who are so stoked about life to wake up in the morning because they get to go and teach people yoga. I have literally, I just released a video on my other channel. You should go and check it out. It's called, I think it's called Motorcycle Mayhem Hooligans Holiday. You can check that out. I released it last night, actually, and you know, it's not huge. I don't have a huge following, but it's I got 204 views already, but it's getting shared all over Facebook. It's getting shared snippets of it on Instagram. People are commenting. I'm getting personal emails people are sending me about wanting to be in future videos. People are telling me it's a sick edit, it's amazing, it's this, that, and the other. Like, all of this positive feedback. The only negative feedback that I got was from one guy who's like, I can't really condone what you guys are doing on the streets, but this is really damn cool. Literally, repercussions of like adoration that have been that I've been getting throughout the night, and that I woke up to, and these messages that I woke up to, and that my Instagram, going up in followers. I have like 214 or something now. I only started Instagram really about 2 weeks ago. I mean, that may not be huge, but it just feels good, because I'd be doing this regardless whether or not I'm going to make money off of it, whether or not I'm going to be successful with it, because it's what I like to do. And I think what happens in life is when you pursue what it is that you truly want to be doing, when you go and you play that goal, when you get in that net and you play your goalie position in life, I think that what happens is it balances you out, like as a human being, as a spiritual entity. I think it balances you out, and I don't think that you can care what anybody else thinks about it. People may not have liked what I put out. I was a little nervous putting things out, but it doesn't, I don't think it matters, because when you are actually doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're in that goal, I think it just brings such an elation to your life that it gets you to feel amazing. And so I'm encouraging you, everybody who's watching this video, to figure out what it is that you want to be doing, as outlandish as it is. And I implore you not to waste 14 years of pursuing everything under the sun but what it is that you really want to be doing. Because, at this point, it's possible that this actually goes somewhere, for me. I have like 200 hours of footage. I have a lot of stuff that I can put out. And what's kind of cool, and I want to compare this to a video game. Video games are just a great example for life. When it comes to a video game, why do you play a video game? Because video games have major challenges in them, right? You've got to level up. You have to take on this boss. You have to travel the world and conquer this and save the damsel in distress from the dragon, or ride the dragon. That's cooler. You don't want to kill it. Dragons are pretty cool. So basically, if you are playing a video game, you're playing it because you like it. You don't care that there's obstacles in the game, that there's challenges in the game. You're playing this game because you like it. Therefore, if you take the game and metaphorically apply it to some area in your life where you're really going to enjoy, you're not going to care about the obstacles. You're not going to care about the challenges. You're not going to give up. And I think that is extremely important to understand, because of the fact that when you go to pursue something, everybody out there wants to be successful. Successful, the real definition of that is just when you're happy with your life. That's all success is. So when you're going to pursue success, people get frustrated and they give up. I would beg to differ that if you are actually doing what brings you your greatest joy, what brings you happiness and elation, that you actually wouldn't give up. Like my motorcycle right now is crashed. In fact, I can't ride it. It's all apart right now. My quad's engine blew up. My Camaro has an electrical problem, and my truck barely fucking runs. But the truck, I'm able to drive, and everything else I'm going to fix, because it's something that I want to be doing. And the same applies for any area that you want to be successful in life. It has to be something you want to be doing, or you're just not going to be successful at it. When real adversity strikes, when real problems show up, you're just going to fall apart. You're not going to want to be doing it, which is similar to my old business, the Trusted Relations Computer Clinic. I was highly successful at one point, didn't want to be doing it. The more obstacles that built up, the more I just wanted to get out of there, and eventually I went bankrupt. It wasn't what I wanted to be doing. So I encourage you guys to go for what it is that you want to be doing. Focus on what creates that feeling in you. Okay, that's how you figure this stuff out. And also, I invite you to go check out my other channel, the Wild One. I think that you'll dig some of the content over there, and let me know what you think about it. The last thing I want to say is that video, that Hooligans Motorcycle Mayhem Hooligans Holiday that I just released, took me 46 hours to edit. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of time of sitting there, not going out with friends, days like this, I was sitting in front of the computer, but see, the thing is, it's what I wanted to be doing, because I was being the goalie, playing my role, playing my position on the field of life, right? Doing what it is that I like to do. So I implore you guys, look inside yourself, go inside, figure out what it is that makes you feel elated in life, what makes you feel excited, and figure out a way to pursue that. Even if it's just the smallest steps to go for it, to move forward, and to make it a reality for yourself. Because I'm telling you, it's an amazing feeling, and sure as hell makes you cope a lot better with everything else going on in your life when you're doing what you want to be doing on the side. Hope you dig the video. Give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe. Like and thumbs up, pretty much the same. I'll catch you next time.